All right. My name is Mandy, and we're going to go back to the next case, okay? It's clear you don't want to be here today, do you? All right. Speaking of talking to folks, how many times have you talked to the government for today? Being the prosecutor? The police or the prosecutors here today?
I talked to the police. I came back here this morning. I talked to the police twice.
Okay.
And I talked to those ladies once.
When was that?
Last week.
Okay. Could it have been twice that came by your house last week?
I wasn't there.
Okay. Did you talk to them this morning?
Yes.
Did you watch any trial on TV yesterday?
Not much.
All right. You watched some of the trial, so you heard what
I saw it again.
Did you see your boyfriend's testimony? None of it?
No.
Why not?
I just couldn't go watch it.
Okay. But you watched some of the trials yesterday before you testified for here. Okay. Do you remember back on June 24th, 2025, your daughter had a baby, right?
Yes.
All right. Remember I came by your house to try to talk to you, and I came back the next day to talk to you, and mentioned to me that you don't remember anything about this, and you have nothing to say about that? Okay. So on June 24th, you had your body. You know I came by your house, right? You remember that?
I don't never see you.
Okay. With regards to Cornelius, you've been dating since 2016.
Yes.
All right. And you talk to him regularly.
Yes.
You still talk to him since the line left out. All right. You go visit him.
Well, I can't personally go visit him.
Okay.
They do videos.
Okay. So let me rephrase. You talk to him on the phone and you video visit with him. Does Mr. Cornelius ever call you on his cell phone from the prison? Okay. So it's always recorded line? Okay. The video visits, though, those are you guys. Okay. How many times do you think you visited him in the last 4 years since he got arrested?
For this case?
For this case without bond and trial.
Well, when he's down here at 201, I used to come down there and visit him.
Okay. And with regards to what you testified here today, I mean, everything's essentially what Cornelius has told you, right? Just repeating what he said to you.
Yes.
Okay. So this thing about pressure oral, well, let's take it one step at a time. Do you know who Bobby Carter is?
A friend.
All right. Did Cornelius ever tell you about doing a shooting Bobby Carter in the summer of 2021? Well, a few months before Dolph's killed. Did he ever tell you doing any type of shooting or trying to shoot somebody named G. Gray? But Bobby Carter's a friend of yours, right? And Bobby Carter also was a graduate degree, correct? Okay. And you know Bobby Carter?
I understand him.
All right. And with regards to Mr. Govan, how long have Cornelius and Mr. Govan hanging out? It's a while, right?
Yes.
All right. So for a while, they've known each other for a long time.
I would say.
Okay. So you're not talking about a couple weeks or a month. He's known him for a while. He's still from him and he hangs out around. I just met somebody a couple weeks ago. That wouldn't be accurate. He's known Mr. Govan for a while.
From my knowledge for months.
Okay. And he would then go do pill sales with him. Go buy pills at his house.
Yes.
But he'd also buy pills from Bobby Carter.
I'm not sure.
When you talked to the police, you remember telling them that Cornelius was buying pills from a street called Red Bud Street?
Yes.
Okay. Who lives outside Red Bud Street?
I don't know the name, but somebody he know and buy these from.
Okay. Did Cornelius ever tell you that Mr. Govan is a federal snitch?
He said he heard something like that.
All right. Was that before or after the shooting of Mr. Govan? Okay. With regards to the pressure hold, you familiar with pressure hold?
Yes. Yeah.
You've been there a bunch, you recognize it?
I've been in a bunch.
How many times have you been
I don't never go there, I drive by there.
Okay, would you recognize the pictures and take pictures of it? About 10 or 12 pages. If you could just look through and tell me if this is the pressure roll that you recognize. And that's what pressure roll looked like on that day on the 17th. You guys went there and you go there and pick up the phone, right? It's true and accurate of how you remember it looking back in November of 2017?
Yes.
Okay. Your Honor, I'm going to ask you to publish those. I don't know if it's 12 or 15 photos I can count it, but I'd like to offer that in writing.
Are we entering
Yes.
into evidence?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No objection. Do we know when these pictures were?
Well, I just asked her if there were true and accurate copies of when it is, and she said yes, so it doesn't matter.
She says that's what they look like at the time. They shoot me right there with Mr. Smith. I'm gonna take those.
Yes, Your Honor. Sorry, it just says original, so I don't need the copies mixed up.
So these are. All of these necessary?
Yes, Your Honor. I actually do have a point.
These aren't all the pressure work. So look at the last four.
The last three are pressure roll, just close-ups, but the other one is a business across the street, so I can pull that one.
It's three pictures. And four.
Four of them.
No approaches.
you want to make this one exhibit?
So this is a collective exhibit, 14 pictures of the pressure world business, several pictures, different angles, different parts of the building, including the office. We'll make this a collective exhibit 8. And you can lay a foundation for this.
I would. All right, can I publish the photos,
You
right?
may.
All right. And folks, this is going to be really hard to see because the TV is so far away, but I don't have a pointer, so I'm trying to explain.
You can use the space corner, I'm sure.
Did it work?
Yeah.
Oh. This one? Okay.
Yes.
It's okay, we'll figure it out. They used to do this 100 years, I'll figure it out. That's what pressure word looked like back then, it's just testified, right?
You have to drive in there.
Yeah, I understand, so that's the old thing, right, where you get in where it says pressure word?
Yes.
So I'm gonna hand you the photos so you can go through them closely, because it's hard to see. Oh, sorry. You see this camera right over here? That's the pressure room. I know it's a little hard to see. And so I've got lots of angles of all the different cameras that I'm gonna ask you. You see those in the photos at pressure room. You see that, right?
At the top,
Yes, ma'am.
can't make it out, it look like a
Okay, let's go to the next slide. All right, that's a different angle of the entrance from pressure roll, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Next slide. And you see the sign right at the entrance of pressure roll that says this place is under video monitoring. Beware, warning, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's go to the next slide. Do you see that camera? Can you make it bigger, please? You see that camera on the top right there?
Yes.
Okay. And you recognize this, there's a big mural on pressure wall right there, home of the Grizzlies. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Zoom in on this one. And so this is sort of the side of the business. You see the black camera there and the light camera thing, whatever that is, and then another white camera right there. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay. You guys were parked on the side, right?
It was like in the front.
Oh, in the front, okay. But the gentleman went to the side to talk or something, you said, go ahead.
Well, I pulled in, I turned around, I was facing the street. He got out and he walked to the back to talk to him.
Right, you mentioned that you didn't know if you thought Govan was in the car, but you couldn't see anything, right?
When I pulled in, I saw him get out. When he got out, I was looking at my mirrors, he got out of a car.
Okay, all right. Next slide, please. So, on this side, there's two more cameras. I don't think that other one's the camera, I can't tell, but there's two more cameras there, do you see that?
Well, yes.
I think my associate skipped ahead one, just skip ahead one photo and then we'll go back to it.
This,
This one right here.
You see the cameras there on the other side of the building, right?
yes.
Okay, next slide, please. All right, and you see two more cameras on the left side front of the building. You see one on the right side and one on the left side?
Yes, I see it.
Okay, next slide, please. You see there's more cameras right there. In fact, it's a motion camera, so if you walk up there, the little dots come on. You see that camera?
Yes.
Okay. Next slide, please. Right. Here's a close-up of the same camera, right?
Yes.
Okay. Next slide, please. All right. And so that's the business across the street. You familiar with that at all? Have you seen
The store?
it? Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Is that the store you guys went to get cigarettes?
I don't recall.
Okay. Well, if you don't remember, you just mentioned a gas station or something, but a convenience store can be a gas station.
That was once we left the apartments.
Okay. Next slide, please. All right, so I think we've already looked at this one, but there's cameras there on the side. You see them in the far back of the building? One more slide, please. That's just a close-up. Go ahead. All right, zoom in. And so on the back side, you see cameras there as well with the wires sticking out and stuff?
Yes.
Okay. So with the cameras, they're in the front, they're on both the sides, they're by the office, they're in the back, and it warns you that this is under video surveillance, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you told the police specifically that you went to pressure roll. That was your words, right?
Yes, we did.
Okay. Can we cue up the audio, please? The pressure roll. I just want you to listen to your statement, and then I'm going to ask you some questions about it, okay? Can we turn up the sound? Do you have a key to your remote to turn up the sound?
It came up from,
Go back a little.
when you pick them up, when you pick him up from, this man, you guys went somewhere in Detroit, am I right? In the mountain.
Okay.
Over there in Dedrick and David?
Yeah.
And somebody met you guys there and gave your boyfriend something. Your boyfriend went and picked up something.
Stop that. Play it again.
Okay.
Play it again and play it louder. Did you say I don't remember, right? When he asked you about picking up something with your boyfriend, he's sort of prompting you to whatever, and you said you don't remember. Is that correct? You're going to have to speak up so the jury can hear you. Okay, let's go.
Over there in Dedrick and David?
Yeah.
And somebody met you guys there and gave your boyfriend something. Your boyfriend went and picked up something.
I don't remember, right?
Yes.
Okay, keep going.
Okay, finish what you were doing.
It's Cornelius. He shot drop. He shot down with a drop.
Right.
Okay.
Now, hold on before you go.
Yeah.
Doing, you called, go to the store, you're going somewhere, and he tells you to stop. Let me get something. He was missing something. Because when he called you, he didn't call you from his phone, did he? Right. He didn't call you from his phone to go pick him up from his land. Whose phone did he call you from? Okay. And then, when you asked him who fucking phone number is this? Alright, then he tell you that he has to go get something, that he forgot something, that he needs to go back and get? Right.
What did you say there? What did you say there when you said, did you say no, that you don't remember him saying you had to go get something?
I don't know. What is that?
Do you remember what you said?
No, I don't.
Play it again.
What informant is this?
I didn't.
Alright, didn't he tell you that he had to go get something? That he forgot something that he needed to go back and get? Right.
All right, so when they ask you about having to go do anything, your first thing, and this is December 17th, exactly 30 days after the shooting, you said you don't remember to the police, right?
Yes.
And then they ask you, wasn't there something your boyfriend said that you forgot, or something that he needed to go get, or those kinds of things? They're prompting you, right? They tell you what you're supposed to say.
I wouldn't say
Okay. Let's talk about Cornelius, Govan. Play that clip, please.
That's something, cause drop, he figured I knew something, he was like, nah, my girl don't know nothing. My girl don't know nothing. And what's this guy's name? He stay on Brad. The car was found across the street from his house.
What about him? He was asking what?
He didn't really listen.
Okay. Yeah, I know you're talking about, but tell me what's his name? You know his nickname? Was that an old one? Used to be an old one?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if his name used to go over his house and get some bills.
Okay.
You know what his name begins with?
What's the beginning of that person? You know?
His name's Q. Remember Q? Okay.
All right, so a month after all this happened, they're asking you about something, because your memory was really good today about Quet, and you seemed very calm and collected about it. But back then, when they asked you what the guy's name was, and you said Cornelius had already told you Quet or Govan had been doing it,
Yes.
but the police had to ask you over and over and over again and tell you, was it a guy with the initial Q, right, on Bradley Street?
Yeah, but I had forgot his name.
Okay, so you forgot his name 1 month after that, and 4 years later, you remember it perfectly.
Yes.
Okay. You know Bobby Carter also lives there on Bradley Street, right?
Yes.
And Bobby Carter also sells pills.
I know he sold them.
Okay, but your boyfriend Cornelius hung out with Bobby Carter, right?
Yes, he did.
Okay. And the thing about the car being across the street, that's Cornelius telling you that. You have no knowledge of that, right?
Well, I saw it on the news, and before then, he told me that the car was parked. That Justin parked the car behind the empty house across the street.
Okay. So he told you that, and then you saw more things on the news, and that's how you remember this, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you also watched part of the trial yesterday, just not your boyfriend's part, right?
Right.
Okay. With regards to who's responsible for all this, 1 second. Did Cornelius ever tell you that Bobby Carter was involved in the shooting of Dolph?
No.
You're sure about that? Because I'm going to play a video just now, so I'm going to ask you
I
again.
can't recall.
Okay, well, no is different from I can't recall.
I can't recall.
Okay, so let's play that part of the video. And just remember, you're under oath.
Bobby. His brother Bobby was the one caught with Connie and told police where the car was, because he was in on it too.
All right, so you just said Cornelius told you that Bobby's the one that called the Mercedes in because Bobby was in on it too, right? Okay, so I'm gonna ask you again. Bobby Carter lives on Bradley Street. He's in on the shooting. That's what you said, right?
That's what I said.
Okay, and that was just a month after all this happened, right?
Yeah.
Okay. With regards to Pressure Wood, all the cameras we saw there, what time of day did you get to Pressure Wood?
It was in the daytime.
Any ballpark as to when in the daytime? Lunchtime, dinner time, mid-afternoon?
I say mid-afternoon.
Okay. And so after you were at Pressure Wood, you guys went to AutoZone?
Yes.
Okay. And it was Cornelius that said we need to get a car covered for it, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you went to the AutoZone, I assume, just not too far from where you guys were at Pressure Wood?
I can't remember.
Okay. And do you remember the video cameras at AutoZone? Would you imagine that there's surveillance cameras at a big store like AutoZone?
Imagine so.
Okay. And do you remember if you went in or if your boyfriend went in?
I can't remember.
Do you have any idea how you guys paid for it?
He had cash.
Okay. Was that his cash?
He Govan gave him some money. I don't know how much it was.
Okay, money from Govan?
Yes.
Okay. How much money did he get? Okay. Car covers can cost $50 to $200. You have any idea what kind of car cover it was?
No, I don't.
Okay. What happened to the car cover? Okay. Was it at your house when you guys wanted to take it home?
No.
Where did you take it?
It was in my truck, but I don't know what happened to it.
Okay. With regards to the money that, well, first, are you testifying to this jury that Cornelius, prior to Dolph being killed, told you that he was going to do it?
He was telling me about meetings that they had, conversations that they had.
Okay. You're his girlfriend, and what did you think those meetings were about?
I didn't take it serious.
speculation.
What did he tell you about these meetings prior to the murder?
He was just saying that they wanted to put a hit out on the other dog.
And that was okay with you as his
I didn't
girlfriend?
take it serious because at the time Cornelius was popping pills really bad.
Okay. Cornelius has lied to you a lot over your relationship, has he not?
Yes,
All right. And you've had domestic violence issues?
yes,
He's stolen your TVs and sold them?
yes,
He's taken your guns
yes,
and sold them, right?
yes,
The 9mm handguns.
yes.
Is there any chance he used those guns as part of the shooting?
I don't think so.
All right. And how many shootings do you know Bobby to have done over the years?
I don't
More than 3 or 4, right?
know. I don't know.
I'm sorry, Cornelius. I asked you about Bobby. Cornelius took your guns, and you don't know how many times he may have used those, right?
I don't.
You do know that he pulled a gun on his child's mother sometime during your relationship. I'm just asking her if she knows. We've been dating for 9 years now.
What relevance?
Speaking of when Cornelius has lied to you, he also told you he was going to get like $1.5 million for doing this, right?
Yes,
And then it became maybe $1 million.
yes.
Then it became maybe $500,000.
I don't recall that.
Okay. And then maybe $1 $100,000, you remember that? And then do you remember $50,000? Do you recall Joke's attorney paying for Cornelius' lawyer? Okay. With regards to the AutoZone, pressure roll is right after the shooting. You picked him up, he's bleeding, right?
Yes.
And you said he's bleeding a lot?
Yes.
Right. What does that mean, bleeding a lot to you?
He was bleeding so the point he messed up my seats on my truck.
Okay. The bullet was lodged in his shoulder, right?
Yes.
So, who got it out? Because you can't just survive with a bullet stuck in your body with a hole that's leaking blood.
He didn't get the bullet out, so he came down here in 201.
Okay. So he stayed with that bullet in his shoulder for almost a month? 3 weeks? Well, the shooting happened on November 17th. He's arrested on December 9th. So he had that bullet. So how was he treating all that bleeding that was going on, or not getting an infection?
Well, when I picked him up, his wound was already patched up.
Okay. When you picked him, it was patched up, but then you said he was still bleeding.
He was still bleeding.
Okay. On the day that he was arrested, the jury's heard some testimony about what happened. Is it your testimony that you were with Cornelius that morning?
That the shooting happened?
No. The day he's arrested, December 9th, his daughter's birthday.
Yes, I was.
Okay. So if somebody said it was just him alone, that would not be correct, right? You were with him?
Yes.
Okay. So that morning, did he appear normal to you?
Yes.
He was thinking clearly?
Yeah, I would say.
Okay. I mean, he wasn't drunk or high or any of that kind of stuff. He just...
He took some pills for the pain.
Okay, but painkillers, right? All right. So he wasn't intoxicated because you wouldn't let him drive if that was the case, right?
He wasn't intoxicated.
Okay. And so then you went with him to the grocery store to get the balloons and the cake.
Yes.
All right, and then you guys went to the school to drop that stuff off.
No, he dropped me off before. He dropped me off at work and
Okay.
he went back.
All right. And as far as you knew on that day, he wasn't intoxicated. He taking some pills for the pain.
Yes.
The night that he was going to go clean the car, do you remember talking about that?
Yes.
You dropped him off near Bradley Street, right?
Yes, at the top of the street.
Right. And then you went around the block how many times before he came back?
I'd say once.
All right. Just a couple minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. So you dropped him off. He goes to clean the car. Did he have some bleach products and stuff with him?
He had some products. I don't know what kind of products it was, but yes, he did.
He had some bottles in his hand that he was taking. Okay. So he leaves the car with some bottles in his hand, as far as you know, clean something. And in about 2 minutes, he's back, and you pick him up and off you go, right?
Yes.
Okay. I know the prosecutor talked to you a lot about, you know, these meetings and all that. I'm going to play some sound for you, and I want you to tell me. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions about it.
And we needed to talk to you. Right, and that's why we needed to talk to you. You understand that? Because here's the thing. I can't back him. I got you.
Wait a minute. You said everything came from a higher power, right? Just now?
Yeah.
Okay. Play it back and let's let everybody hear it again.
And we needed to talk to you. Right, and that's why we needed to talk to you. You understand that? Because here's the thing. I can't back him. I got you. What do you mean back now? Who got it? Right, I don't know what you don't. Well, yeah.
all over it.
No, but you know what? You got access to the man that actually killed Dolph. And he told you. Why did he tell you that shit come from?
Stop.
Who told you that?
Stop. So, this is all before the Q stuff that I played for you earlier. When they first asked you what's happening, you said it's coming from a higher power. And you paused and you thought about it. They didn't say, does it start with a J? Where does he live? What does he do? First words out of your mouth was, Joke did this, right?
Yes.
All right, keep playing it.
And it came from you.
Mom's back.
No. Who told you that? Who's he? So he said he came from Juke. Juke being, because we want to make sure we're talking about the same Juke. Unfortunately, there's more than one Juke. CNG meaning the young guy's brother, Juke?
Juke, yeah.
So when they asked you 2, maybe 3 times, it's Joke, CMG, Joke set all this stuff up. I know we've been talking about these meetings at Govan's house, but when it came down to it, Joke's giving the orders, Joke's paying, Joke's doing everything. That's what Cornelius told you, right?
Yes.
One more clip.
I don't know what Juke said to him. I know he told me. He knew Juke in his eyes. Inside the picture.
So Juke was the one that actually, they were accused of. And Juke was the one that asked him to kill Dolph. No, but when you said, he said he told you.
Yeah, that's where I got from.
All right, so again, when they ask you, where did the order come from? Who told him?
The couple times that I took him over there, he was buying pills.
Okay. And again, everything is based on what Cornelius has told you.
Yes.
The guy that you said has lied to you about a lot of stuff, including, for example, he may get back together with his child's mother after he gets this money.
He never told me
Never told you that. But if he would have made that statement and we talked about it yesterday, that would be, he's never told you that, right?
that. He never told me that.
Does he ever say he runs game on you? Just telling you what you want to hear?
Sometimes.
Okay. Sit down, lawyer. I don't have any more questions, brother.
Can you read the right statement?
Yes, sir. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions about the pressure world pictures that you just found, okay? All right. Have you ever worked at pressure world?
No.
Would you know where any cameras are?
No.
Okay. And like you said in your direct testimony, you stated that this was the first time that you ever driven up into the pressure room.
Yes.
Okay. So you've driven past before.
All the time.
Okay. But you wouldn't have known about any cameras just by driving past.
Objection, meeting adjourned.
So by driving past, would you see anything at Pressure World by driving past it?
No.
Okay. And you gave this statement to police officers. It was December 17th from the recording that you just viewed, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And that was a month after the murder, correct?
Yes.
So, to your knowledge, do you know if the cameras at Pressure World records interactions outside of Pressure World?
I don't know.
know if it runs on a continuous basis and stays somewhere in a cloud?
I don't.
Okay. And I'm gonna have you. And Ms. Arnold, do you even know if the cameras would be even working?
I don't.
Okay. So I'm gonna show you a portion of that same interview that Mr. Laura showed you.
Tell me. Well, I just want to come for you.
My understanding. Quick. He said this over.
You just got that phone last month. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but tell me what's his name? You know his nickname? Was that a dog boy? Used to be a dog boy?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't. All I know is me used to go over his house and get some bills.
Okay.
You know what his name is, man?
What's the beginning of her?
It's cute. It's really cute. Okay.
Alright. So I did Quentin, tell me.
From my understanding,
Alright, tell me. No, I just want to come for you.
So you said, to your understanding, Quet set this up?
Yes.
Okay. But earlier, who did you, I'm sorry, not earlier, but sometime in this interview, who did you say the order came from?
Sure.
Can those be two different people?
Yes.
The person that that planned it and the person that the order came from?
Yes.
Okay. No further questions, Your Honor.
You couldn't think of Q or Quet's name when they were asking you that, right?
I could.
All right. Prior to that, they told you you'd be charged as an accessory if you didn't talk to them because you helped somebody after the murder happened, right? By driving. Yes, they did threaten to charge you, right? In that interview?
Yes.
In the very beginning of the interview?
Yes.
All right. And so when you took a pause after we got to this whole Q nonsense, and they asked you during this interview, who set it up, who did this, it was a joke. And they asked you some more, he's a higher power, it was a joke, right? That's what Cornelius told you.
Yes.
And Cornelius also told you Bobby Carter was involved in this case.
I don't recall.
Okay, I can play that clip for you. And remember we just talked about it, Bobby Carter called in the Mercedes that was parked on Bradley Street?
Yes, you did say that.
All right, and Cornelius told you Bobby Carter was in on that too? You remember saying that?
Yes.
Okay. with regards to the video stuff, I'm sure you don't know if AutoZone's video cameras were working that day on the 17th, just a few hours after the murder, right?
I don't.
Okay. But you would expect police to go check that out to confirm that all these things happened, right? That would be simple then?
Yes, I'm sure they will.
You're sure they would, right? I would be sure too, but, you know, we'll see about that. Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Thank you, How are you going to do this?
Can we have just a small breakout with this?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a brief break. Don't discuss the testimony with anybody. And we'll just take a 10-minute break.
It just takes a while with the shitty wife on here to get it to.
Step this way, sir. Stand right here, face your arm, raise your right hand, please.
swear or affirm to tell the truth?
I do.
Have a seat. Watch this. Good morning.
Good morning.
Could you state your first and last name for the record?
First name is Terrence, Terence. Last name Dabney, Dabney.
And for the benefit of our viewers who may be taking notes, could you spell your first and last name?
Terence, Dabney, Dabney.
I'm sorry, I probably missed it the first time I spoke. But it couldn't hurt for them to hear it. All right, and where are you employed?
I'm retired.
Retired. Where are you retired from?
I'm retired from the Memphis Police Department.
And how long were you with the Memphis Police Department?
I was with the police department for 26 years.
And what rank did you attain when you left Memphis Police?
I was a sergeant.
So Sergeant Dabney, were you with the Memphis Police Department back on November the 17th, 2021?
I was.
And did you participate or have a role in the investigation involving the homicide of Adolph Thornton Jr.?
I did.
And what was your role in that?
I was the lead investigator of that homicide.
As a lead investigator, what does a lead investigator do?
Well, we sort of delegate with other investigators, delegate roles. We also gather evidence, fact findings, videos, whatever we do to obtain evidence for the case.
There were several suspects in this matter, were there not?
They were.
Did you also become involved in the investigation involving Justin Johnson,
I did.
Cornelius Smith,
I did.
and also Hernandez Govan?
I did.
So the homicide, when did that take place?
November 17th,
And did you, 2021?
2021, correct.
Did you have a suspect on that day?
We had a suspect named.
And what suspects, we're having a hard time this morning, what suspects did you have on that day?
The tip came in that there was an individual by the name of Straight Drop, Justin Johnson, and Cornelius Smith.
On November the 20th, so a few days after this matter, was there significant development in the case?
Because we got a tip about a vehicle behind an abandoned house.
And you recall what street that was on?
Forgot the name of the
Was the
street.
name Bradley?
Bradley, yes, right off Haynes, yes, Bradley.
Bradley and Haynes.
Yes.
I'd like to show you what is matter that you may have collected.
This would be the location we located the Lexus. I mean, the vehicle.
You recall what vehicle?
It was a Mercedes, I think. Yeah, Mercedes.
All right, if we could have that evidence as the next number.
No objection.
This is a photograph of a house, a white house with black roof, with a grassy front yard and driveway. It's been identified by the witness as the place where they found the Mercedes. We'll mark this as Exhibit 9. Could you put benefit by your describe what we're looking at here?
This one is the.
No, sorry, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. You want me to describe describe this.
Yes.
Okay, that's White House. It's kind of cream color when I was there. It's kind of White House with a brown top, with cover over the front porch with wrought iron gate and the driveway to the left there.
And is this the house that you described that had, that you found the car on Bradley?
That's correct.
You have another photograph for you, the first one that you're looking at. What are you looking
Looking at the numbers that are wrote, like someone's handwritten on the side of the house.
at? And is that a fair and accurate depiction of the numbers as they were written on the house on the date?
Yes, 1174.
Your Honor, we could have the internet next.
Any objection to this?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you.
This is what appears to be the side paneling of a building. It's been specified that it's the side of the house on Bradley and with the numbers 1174. We'll mark this as exhibit 10. Commissioner Bowles. While we're working on it, you have another photograph in front of you.
Yes.
What are you looking at there?
Looking at the part that was located, it was toward the rear of the house on the side in the backyard. The rear of the home.
And does that photograph depict anything about this person?
Takes the photo of the Mercedes-Benz.
Your Honor, if we can enter that into evidence as to this home. This is a picture of the side of the house with the back of the what's been identified as the Mercedes-Benz in the back of the house. There are two individuals standing in the yard, back yard. We'll mark this as exhibit 11. Moving past another photograph, if you could tell us what we're looking at here.
Again, we're looking at the side of the home where the driveway is, with the Mercedes-Benz in the rear of the home, and two individuals standing slightly behind the Mercedes-Benz.
Your Honor, if we could enter that, have that enter as the next number of the city.
No, Your Honor.
What's the difference between this picture and the last? Oh, but the second one may have done it. I didn't. Like us to approach. Yeah. Bring the picture to the just want to. It's right here, Jim.
you describe what you're looking
This is a close-up picture of the Mercedes-Benz, the rear of the Mercedes-Benz that's parked in the backyard. Appears to be under some tree or limbs.
at? You can have the internet next.
This is what we describe as a close-up of the Mercedes-Benz in the backyard amongst some limbs and trees. Little Marcus and Sid. Well,
Yeah, about two more.
Yes, two more.
Could you describe the next photograph?
This next photo is a close-up of the front of the Mercedes-Benz front, maybe passenger side. Again, parked up under some bush.
You can have it the next number.
this is a close-up of the front of what's been described as the Mercedes in the backyard amongst some limbs. Little Marcus is exhibit 13.
And the last picture.
This next photo is a close-up of the passenger side of the Mercedes-Benz. Looks to be the Mercedes-Benz has some damage to the passenger side from the rear to the front almost, and the front door, the window looks like it's down, and it's again parked up under the tree limbs.
We can have it into evidence as the next number.
This is the picture of the passenger side of the white Mercedes that's been described as in the backyard behind the house. There appears to be damage to the rear, possibly door of the Mercedes. Little Marcus is exhibit 14.
Permission to publish the last series of pictures that were.
We publish, let me know which one to go to.
Yes. What is previously been marked as exhibit number 11. Sergeant Dabney, could you explain to us what we're looking at here?
We're looking at the home at 1174, and this is a driveway on the left side of the house, and the Mercedes-Benz is in the rear of the house on the grass, surrounded by tree limbs, and you have two investigators, or two individuals, standing near the rear passenger side of the vehicle.
And that's the vehicle in the red dot that you're referring to.
Correct.
I'd like to show you what is exhibit number 12.
passenger of what we're looking at here?
That is a close-up photo of the Mercedes-Benz, the rear of the Mercedes-Benz with the Illinois tags parked up under some tree limbs in the rear of the helmet.
And exhibit number 13 is what we'd like to show you next. Tell us what we're reviewing here, exhibit number 13.
It's a close-up photo of the front passenger, some tree limbs.
And next, exhibit number 14.
This is the photo of the Mercedes-Benz, the passenger side with damage. Again, photo of the passenger side of the Mercedes with damage on the rear and side door. And it appears to be the windows down with the vehicle surrounded by tree limbs.
And what was the significance of this vehicle that was found?
That was described as a vehicle that was used in the homicide of Adolph Thornton.
And you said this was on Bradley Street, is that correct?
Correct.
I'd like to show you what has previously been marked. Previously been marked as exhibit number 5. Part of your investigation, do you recall seeing this?
Yes, I do.
And what does this picture, exhibit number 5?
I can see Justin Johnson straight drop on the picture. I see Mr. Hernandez Govan. Seeing maybe 2 other individuals. One facing here, and you see an individual in the rear with the mask on.
And as part of your investigation, when you found the vehicle, what significance does this picture show in relation to the vehicle that was found?
The vehicle showed in the front of the 1174 Bradley.
And it's also part of your investigation, was there a significance as to any other house on the record?
Yes, also in front of Hernandez Govan's home.
I'd like to ask forward. Sure, thank you. Familiar with the pictures depicted?
Oh, yeah.
And what is that picture depicting?
It's a top area view of the Bradley and and Haines Street, where 1174 Bradley is, and also Mr. Govan's address.
All right, this is an aerial view of Bradley Street in Haines. Generated by Google Earth. We'll mark this as exhibit 15.
Permission vote.
Sergeant Devin, little bitty numbers, at least they are for me. I'd like to pass you the clicker, and if you could, with the court's permission, could you step down and show us the significant addresses you described previously?
All right, that's 1174 Bradley there. Mr. Govan's address is directly across the street.
Also, as a case officer, would you be aware of other various investigations that were going on as part of this investigation?
Yes,
Did you were phones collected from various entities as part of this investigation?
they were.
And as part of the investigation, were there phone dumps and call records collected?
They were.
One last thing, you made it to the rank of sergeant, is that correct?
That's correct.
You've also been an investigator and a detective coming through the ranks, is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
As part of your investigating crime scenes or just going to different crime scenes, did you become aware of various security cameras that may be in businesses?
We did.
And is there usually a time frame those things need to be clipped?
The quicker the better. Some businesses, they record over. Some, may last for a few days, a few weeks. So.
In this case, if you did not learn about a particular area of significance or place of interest until, for instance, a month later, possibly that information is not, is that correct?
Objection, speculation, and leading.
Overall.
And I'm sure the defense will ask this question, but I'll ask you, did you all investigate any possible video of Pressure World?
No, we did not.
And when did you learn about anything that may have been of significance in Pressure World?
It was weeks, month later. So.
I'll pass it with you.
I'm sorry, Dr. Deputy, we have one sign language on the podium.
Yeah.
Sergeant Danby, thank you. You came down from Michigan just for this, right?
Yes, I did.
All right. I appreciate your years of service, and I'm glad you're here so we can talk. I guess they've been asking you about these cameras and things like that. Let's just tell it how it is. Nobody during this investigation ever went to Pressure World to check about the cameras, right?
No, we didn't.
All right. Nobody in this investigation ever went to AutoZone to check if the cameras were there.
No, we didn't.
Nobody went to the AutoZone that Cornelius Smith said he went to buy a car cover to see if there's a receipt or some surveillance or something like that inside the AutoZone, right?
No.
Okay. Those are things that will be important to try to corroborate a witness who obviously is the shooter in this case, to make sure he's not lying to you, right?
Yes.
And when people get caught, they generally lie to police. Is that uncommon?
Sometimes.
All right. Do people lie to get out of trouble?
Sometimes, yes.
Do people lie to cut deals?
Sometimes, yes.
Also, with regards to the area around Pressure Well, it's a pretty busy area, right?
It is.
And you know there's those little MPD city cameras up and down that street, right?
There.
All right. And if you don't know, you don't know, but there are those, that's an MPD camera right on the post.
Could be. You have neighborhoods that buy their own, but
Right.
it could be too.
Okay, but that looks like a typical police camera that neighborhoods have or the streets have.
Yes, sir, it does.
All right, and you know for a fact that in front of the Pressure Well area, it's busy thoroughfare, there's these cameras.
I didn't know.
Okay, and then behind the Pressure Well in the neighborhoods, there's some of these cameras.
Okay.
Does that look like a camera that you are familiar with?
Yes,
In
it
place
does.
neighborhood? All right, I'll go ahead and offer that as the next exhibit, Your Honor, just as the description of what a city camera looks like.
Any objection? So, do we know where this is?
It's,
Have a location?
yes, it's at Pressure Well by the street, but he wasn't sure, so I'm not gonna put words in his mouth.
So this is a, picture of, what's been described as what could be a city camera on, Hope, we'll mark this as exhibit 16.
And these cameras are sort of all over the city on busy thoroughfares and stuff like that.
They are.
All right, could I publish it, Your Honor? I'll do it the old-fashioned way, because I don't have it, I'm just gonna walk, is that all right?
That's fine, that's fine.
All right, so this is what the typical MPD cameras sort of look like.
Well, excuse me, just publish.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No commentary. If you have more questions for the witness, that's fine.
I was asking a question about weight. And so you all use these types of cameras to help solve crimes, that's sort of the whole point, right?
To gather evidence, yes.
Okay. Yeah. I guess the biggest question that I have that I've been asking people throughout this trial is, if you believe Mr. Cornelius and you believe what he told his girlfriend,
Your Honor, objecting, he's concerning with previous witnesses that testified to.
Approach.
you don't have to believe, let me ask you this way. If Cornelius Smith and Angela Arnold repeatedly told you all that Jerk was the one that was calling the shots, I think even in your report you guys said Jerk's the mastermind. that would cause you to go interview Joe, because that's an important piece of information, right?
Doing the investigation, yes.
Right. But as a lead detective, at no point during the investigation did we attempt to talk to Joe.
We hadn't made it that far, no.
We hadn't made it that far. Okay, it's been 4 years, and we know Joe died 2.5 years after the case. We know everybody already been indicted within a few months of the arrest taking place. But we never went to talk to Joe. Even after Cornelius and Angela repeatedly said he was the mastermind. I think that's the phrase you guys use in your Operation Cookie Monster slideshow, right?
Girl, I am going to object to this line of questioning. It's irrelevant.
Of course it's relevant. He's a suspect. The reason I ask is these people have come in here and testified and said they're telling the truth. So if those people, they testified that they're telling the truth. They talked about Mr. Govan here, and they talked about Joe. And we can quibble about who's in charge or whose house or who whatever. But clearly, Joe was a suspect in this case. But he was never followed up with at all by Memphis Police Department at any point in this investigation, even though he died 2.5 years later. One second. Thank you, sir. That's all I have.
Is Bonnie